Hey everybody, so this is Resin Rambles, I believe 16. This is also the second time I've recorded the video. The first time I recorded the video, something went really crazy with the audio, so we're going to do it again. I normally don't like re-recording videos, but nature of, we're going to go ahead and redo it. I kind of touched on some things in the first video that I'm going to kind of go over in this video. Just kind of catch everybody up on what's been going on, things that have been going on. And I've also got the phone flipped. Normally I use the front-facing camera where I can see. Now I'm using the rear camera, so I can't really see the viewfinder. We'll just see how it works. It's supposed to be a little better quality. Meh. Find out when I throw it into the editor. So what I kind of went over in the beginning of the video was back in October, as if October is in that direction, I did get a new job, and I've kind of talked about it a little bit in some of my other videos, not in comparison to that. If I don't know if anyone's ever really known that I had a different job. I guess I'll kind of throw it out that way. But back in October, I did get a new job. And with a new job came a whole bunch of changes, especially like in schedule and life flow and all of that. So with that being said, it's just been very disruptive. Not in the sense of it's been bad, like the job has been bad. The job hasn't been bad for what it is. It's just been disruptive. It's chaotic. It's not been the norm. I'm very much a creature of habit, and it created just a lot of disruptions. Let's see how many different words I can use for disruption and disruptive. Just because, like, I'm very much a do everything the same way every day that I possibly can. Very much a creature of habit. It's how I operate. It's not chaotic. Creature of norms. So, with all of those changes, I'm now trying to figure out, months later, here we are in April, how to kind of get back to some semblance of normality. And if you follow me on Instagram, and if you're subscribed to me on YouTube, I'm sure you've noticed that I've not really been uploading on any kind of normalcy. And that's why I made the decision to do the whole tag thing once a week, to try to kind of get back in the habit of some normalcy. Also with Instagram, I wanted to start doing something again because I just haven't. It's been work, home, like dinner, and then sleep. I haven't really been doing much of anything. I think we were doing these, and when I say we, my partner and I can't see the viewfinder, so I don't know how this looks. I didn't really think about that. But this is one of those diamond paintings. We did one of these. What else is back there? A drill. We've not been drilling anything. We've also been doing puzzles. I'll throw some pictures up of some puzzles that we've gotten done. Those kind of things we've really been doing in the evening, kind of after dinner, which has been really, really nice. We've been spending a lot of time together, actually time together. It's not just been like eating dinner while watching TV and then going to bed. So that's been a really nice change as compared to what it was before. So some of the changes has been really, really positive. Some of the changes have not been so great, in the sense of I've kind of fallen into this rut of doing nothing, which I want to get out of. And to kind of move away from the topic of work. All of the dolls came in, for the most part. There's still some that are out because my partner's first order, we've almost got it paid for. So once that layaway is complete, it'll be shipping very soon. So his first order will be here. And the only thing that I have in that order is the event doll that we qualified for. So the majority of that is his. So his first doll will be here. Then all of the dolls will be home that BJDs that we kind of have that are blanks that need work. So that's really awesome. I can start working on them, which will kind of put me back into things again, really, which will be nice. Kind of start working on those in the evening. It's into summer, it's into spring, summer. My area doesn't know what it's doing. I can wake up one morning and it's 30 degrees and by noon it's 80. So I don't really know what season it is. But the weather is starting to break. It's not really winter anymore. So it's getting into that period of time where you can spray sealant if you catch a good day. So I can start working up on the blank guys, and I can start working on some of the female heads that need bodies, which will be fun. I've still really got to figure out what I'm doing with them. Like, I know bits and pieces. Ugh. I don't know if the mic picked that up. Someone just rolled down the road with their radio blaring so loud that all you could feel was the bass. But I know bits and pieces of like the character they are, but I don't know anything that would put a whole character together that just yet. I'm getting there. It'd be time, but I know bits and pieces. It's like I've got partial images together that would put kind of who I want them to be. Nothing that would be able to complete a doll or a character yet. But that's fine. It's totally fine. Drink. So I'm going to start working on them soon because I haven't been crafting really either. The only thing that I have been doing realistically is I have been doing a lot of journaling on most days, which has been nice. I have not really actively journaled in years. It has been nice. It has actually been very therapeutic to actually sit down and write again. I have forgotten what it's like to journal. It's something I'm going to keep up with. I think I want to kind of move. I don't plan much. I'm not a planner. I'm just really realistically a journaler, and it's making me want to write more. And when I say that, it's making me want to write for my dolls now that I'm actually journaling. So that part of it's nice. And I get like an hour for lunch. So I've got the opportunity to do both. I've got the opportunity to journal and to write. So kind of moving on from that, because the camera is backwards, I can't see my viewfinder, and I don't know how long I've been talking. The other thing that I really kind of touched on in the video that you'll never see because the audio got really wonky, and this is why I don't like re-recording videos. I don't know what I talked about in the last one and what I need to talk about in this one. Something else that's really actively been going on with me and has been kind of affecting how things have been going. A little more than a year ago, I think it was more than a year. Yeah, definitely more than a year, because this was going on during the retreat. I was dealing with it before I went to the Atlanta BJD retreat. I was diagnosed with neuropathy in both of my feet, and no, I'm not diabetic. And I know neuropathy and diabetes is a very closely correlated illness and diagnosis. But no, I'm not diabetic, but I do have neuropathy in both of my feet. If you're not super familiar with neuropathy, I'll put a snippet down there that just kind of abridges the definition of what neuropathy is. More recently, I started having problems with my right foot that was making it difficult to walk even more so. And one day I woke up and I did not have the ability realistically to put any pressure on it whatsoever. I could not walk, I could not stand. And I made it to my vehicle and I made it to the emergency room. Barely, but I made it by myself. And I found out they were thinking it was gout, which was odd to me. And they confirmed the diagnosis a couple of days later, a couple of doctor's visits later, and they're still running with a diagnosis of gout. So that's creating some life changes, mostly medication and not meal planning, but just diet changes and medication. So that's something else I'm dealing with. So a lot of this is isolated in and around my feet. And with the nature of what I do, which is retail, I'm on my feet about 9 hours a day. It's exhausting, mentally and physically. And it's put me in kind of a strange mental place. I don't necessarily want to say that I feel depressed. I just feel exhausted, mentally and physically, on most days. I don't really know the headspace that I'm exactly in. I know that it's not positive. I'm just in a strange headspace at the moment. And I'm really trying to figure out exactly what that headspace is, because it's yet another diagnosis. And I really didn't need any additional diagnoses right now. Maybe it's placing me a little more in touch with my mortality, and that's not exactly something I really wanted right now, but I have it, and it is what it is. Sorry to end on a sour note, but it is what it is. It's all those things that it's been kind of going on realistically, not since February, but that's where I am, and that's what's been going on. That's a lot of what's been going on. I know that to skip around a little bit, once this last set of dolls come in, it's 2 dolls, the one that's my partner's and the event doll associated with the purchase. That will probably be the last set of BJDs that will be purchased and will come in this year, because we are really focused on like house renovations and getting things done this year. It's what it's all been about so far. It's just we're finishing up, getting some of those things done. I don't think we're making any big trips. It's all just house. Other than that, I think that's about it. I'm trying to stick with the little things that I can do here. That's why I'm not realistically making any big purchases. I'm trying to craft with what I have, just because I can use up the supplies I have and empty out what I've got. That way I'm not hoarding anything. Not that I'm a hoarder, I'm just saying, like, if I've got it, I'm trying to use it. That way I'm not buying anything else and wasting any money. And getting rid. We've gotten rid of a lot of stuff that we don't use, which is nice. It's been very freeing of a lot of junk. And that's what's been going on. I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off here. I have, again, no idea how long I've been recording, and I have no idea exactly how exciting this video has been. I'll figure it out in editing. But thank you for watching. I appreciate all of the subscribers that I do have that do watch my videos. I hope all of you have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the very next video.